guys, welcome to the Maker's Notebook podcast, number 74. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Stacy.
And we're a podcast about knitting, crocheting, and all fun things makes. So we're coming to you from a gloomy, rainy Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain. It started raining, yesterday?
No, it's been raining. It seems like it's been cloudy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it officially started raining yesterday.
Today got muggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little hot. But...
Yeah. And then when she was on her way over,
it started raining. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of rain, which is good.
Yeah, not complaining.
The grass is happy. The flowers are blooming. You know.
They say April showers bring May flowers. So we're a little bit late, but
yeah,
it's washing away all the pollen and all that good stuff.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Pollen.
Yeah.
I had to power wash my porch the other day.
Come to mine.
It's
gross.
That stuff. I'm like, I don't even know how you avoid. Like, it's really bad.
It is.
Like, it's all. We covered down our furniture. When I was power washing the covering of the furniture, I was like, it's a good thing we invested, even though it was a little pricey for those umbrella covers to cover down everything. It's a good thing we did that.
Yeah.
Because everything gets really gross.
Gross. Yeah. I had mine covered down, and my husband gets very excited, and he rips it all off.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, he blows it down, which, fine, I want him to blow it down.
Yeah.
But then you should wash it down after.
You need some water on that.
Exactly. So it's like, he would sit out there and he'll say, you're not sitting out here? And I'm like, no, the pollen. Ew. So I'm patiently waiting for him to wash it down. He keeps saying, I'll do it. So...
I know. I did it last Friday, and it was like I was getting a shower at the same time. Because, doing the bottom part is fine. It's just doing, we do all the ceiling and the trim, everything
on the porch. We need to do that.
Well, I was just bad because it's white paint, and it gets this black stuff on there. It's not mold, but it's this black stuff that once you power wash it, it can go away. Mm-hmm. But it's just that you really have to get in there, and it was sort of windy. So I was getting a shower. I was like, oh my God, this has got to... No wonder people charge so much for this stuff.
Gosh.
When you start doing it yourself, you're like...
It's a lot.
This is why this stuff costs so much. It's labor intensive.
It is. At least yours is on ground level. Mine is on the...
Yeah, the second floor.
The second floor.
Which is really the first. I don't know.
But I have one on the bottom as well, which is easier.
Yeah.
And he does that one because the water tap is right there.
All right.
The one upstairs is like...
you guys did not have the forethought of putting a hose bib upstairs?
No. I didn't even have a forethought to expand the driveway to make it a double driveway.
All right.
When my oldest started driving. Because she was only like two when we were, when we were designing the house. So I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
I'm like mad at myself. But anyway, I can complain about first world problems.
Some people don't even have a driveway to park in. So. I remember I know we're all over the place, but when I went to California the other day, and I took my son to see where we used to live when the last place we lived in California before we came here. And
what do you say?
He was like, I thought the place was bigger, but it's like, I told him, I said, I used to, when I first moved here, and we had a huge different setup, right?
Yeah.
So much more space, long driveway, all that good stuff. Yeah. And at the apartment in California, Foster City, California, we did get a garage, but everybody put storage, used their garage as storage. Space, and then parking was very limited. And so
especially if you have two cars in a family.
And so if you left for the evening, say you go out in the evening at a certain time, you come back, you cannot park anywhere.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
So for the longest time living here, I would have post-traumatic stress from that whole thing. So as soon as we drove into the place, that was the first thing I remembered was the parking issue.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
And is there still a lot of cars when you went because it was during the day?
It was during the day, so it wasn't because people probably went to work or whatever. But yeah, I was like, oof. Yeah, first world problems. Parking.
Terrible, aren't we?
I know.
So I hope everyone had a lovely Easter and Mother's Day and all the fun holidays. Celebrated your moms. We have been like kind of slow with knitting because just one here and my daughter and her daughter have been reading the Fourth Wing series. And I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, eh. And I started reading it and it hooked me in. And I'm on book 3 right now, but it's going slower only because I'm trying to get my knitting in.
Yeah.
And then now we're journaling and it's just like, oh my gosh, I still have project life. And it's just like I have all these things I need to catch up on.
So many things.
So I slowed down on the reading just a little to get some stuff done. But that's what I've been doing. And that's why it's like, we're like, we should podcast. It's like, oh, I don't have a lot.
I know. I was like, I do have some FOs. So I was like, we should. Okay, guys, we had to fix
our sound.
I didn't turn on the microphone. So anyway.
Yeah, so
yeah,
I've been journaling and going down this rabbit hole with Stacy, journaling, and I still have project life, which I am like almost caught up, almost. Not there yet, but almost. And it feels very freeing when you know you're almost to the end. But between all those things, my knitting have been being pushed down.
Yeah.
So, not that I'm giving up knitting, okay? That's not it. It's just, I have so much I want to get done.
Yeah.
And you only have a certain amount of hours to play.
Yeah.
So,
ooh, thunder.
Yeah, I hope are you guys hearing that? Crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've been busy reading, but, so Tracy said, I finished reading Fourth Wing, the whole series. I'm on to Akatar series, A Court of Thorn and Roses.
Yeah.
I'm on book number 3.
Oh, wow.
But I put it on pause because my daughter started reading Count of Monte Cristo when I was back there in New Jersey in March.
Yeah, we were in March.
And she was like, oh, Mom, you got to read this. No, she's never that expressive. So for her to say that, I was like, okay. She's like, this book is so good. And I have to tell you guys, if anybody was to ask me what is my favorite book of all time,
that would be it.
It'll be
No way.
The Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh my goodness, really? Is that good?
The development, character development, I'm on the last quarter of the book. Mm-hmm. So I should finish it this week. That's my goal because, I want to finish. Yeah, such a big book. But because like what Tracy said, right? You're finding time to read and to knit, do all the things, all the arty crafty things, but only limited time. So what I decided, because this version of the Penguin Classic Count of Monte Cristo, the book is like 1,200 pages. So I decided to both listen and to read it.
Okay. That's good.
So when I was driving over here today, I was playing it.
Okay.
Instead of listening to the news or music, which I'm not even in the mood for. Yeah. Everything dealing with reality, I kind of don't want to deal with it all here.
Yes, at the moment.
Not to say that I do not, because what I do,
sometimes you need relief.
Yeah. So in the mornings, so my routine is in the morning, I tell Google, good morning. And she gives me a summary of the news from all media sources everywhere, Fox News, just everything, everybody, political, everything. She gives you from all these different places, which is nice. You get to see the different perspectives and stuff. And then sometimes when I'm in the mood for certain analysis, like there's the historian I listen to because she breaks it down, but she gives you the breakdown from what it's currently is happening and how it applies, how it correlates, like the historical, how it has worked out in the past, I guess I should say, or how these sort of things work out in the past and what they mean and that sort of thing. So I like that analysis. I find that interesting. But she also she ends on a hopeful note, which doesn't make you feel like, oh, we're done. We're gonna die. I know. It doesn't feel hopeless. She ends on a positive note that always make you feel hopeful. So that's good. And then when
there's nothing new under the sun.
Right. And then when I do listen to our local public radio sometimes when I want to know about what's going on locally, like that. Because in the Charlotte area, or North Carolina, I should say. So I listen to, but that's not every day. It's only sometimes. Yeah, so that's my strategy. So anyway, also when I'm cleaning, like I'm cleaning the house or when I'm cooking, and if I don't want to do any of that, listen to any of that garbage, I put on my ebook, The Count of Monte Cristo, which I've been listening to, and I'm cleaning, I'm listening. I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm like,
this is good fun.
You could knit and listen.
I could clean all day.
Right? It makes it, and plus I use my headphones so I can hear everything very nice and clearly, and it won't be like, oh, what was that? What did I hear? So it makes it very nice. So I subscribe to the Amazon one. What's it called? The
Kindle
not Kindle.
Unlimited?
No, the Audible.
Sorry.
For the 3 months, you pay for 99 cents per month and you get a book. So I'm like, hey, and I'm gonna just cancel after that, honestly. So your local bookstore.
Or the library too.
Or the library. There's this thing called, I'll leave a link below, Libro FM. And there, when you subscribe to them, your local bookstore, which would reap the financial benefits of you buying that book from them.
Oh, okay.
Right? So my subscription right now is with my local bookstore, but it's through the Libro FM, which is like a global thing.
Okay.
And
that's cool.
Yeah. And when I signed up, I got 3 free books.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. So I think I'll support that one. It's $14.99 a month or so.
Okay.
I was like, I'll support that one because that's going to my local. It's instead
really
of
good.
The big tech bros.
I know we're part of the big tech bros too. We're in the Audible.
Yeah.
My husband he listens. He doesn't.
It depends
listen to
on your
music.
need. Yeah.
He doesn't listen to music at all. He listens to all ebooks.
Because he listens to a lot of books. Maybe.
A lot.
No, I don't know if Libro FM has all the books that probably available that Audible has. So for him, Audible might be more.
It works for him. Yeah. And because he has it, my girls and I, we all have access. But it's so funny though. He also has Kindle Unlimited, and my girls discovered this, I guess, last year. Oh my gosh! Now he's like, every time he tries to download a book, he's like, we've hit the max amount of books, so you have to return something to get another book. And he's just like, I mean, he loves it.
It's not a bad problem to have.
It's not. He's very happy that they're reading. And he's like, these girls, oh my gosh. He said they're taking over all my tools.
Yeah.
I was like, they could be taking over other things, So, but anyway,
not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
So he loves, when we go traveling with the RV, we are constantly listening to books all the time.
Yeah.
And that's how I get a lot of my books in.
Yeah.
But I like to listen to, with him, I like to listen to health books or memoirs or biographies, whatever. I like to listen to those type of things versus, some type of rom-com or romantasy. I'm not going to listen to that with him. He'll be bored out of his mind. So,
speaking of books, look what Tracy found.
Oh my gosh.
So we follow Azari Jarrett. She's a photographer and she also does memory keeping with Ali Edwards. I'll put a link below. And she influences me anyway.
Yes.
I love her. I feel like she's a sister from another mother, Mr. whatever. I feel like we're kin spirits. But anyway, she had found this book on Barnes & Noble. And I've seen it there, but I was like, okay. But I love it in that it has all these art or prints or whatever you may call it, and you can cut them out and put them in your journal. Yes. There's decorative papers, there's numbers you can cut out.
There's even big what you call it? Poster-like?
Yeah, poster, big sheets of paper that you can unfold out. There's mini notebook.
Like this
That's
one
a
here.
mini notebook.
This is a mini. I haven't opened it yet because it's so pretty.
It's
I
so
don't want to
pretty
open
on
it.
it.
But there's paper in there.
Yeah, but everything you could tear out. And if you want to get ideas about how you use these sort of things, Amy Tangerine on YouTube, I've been following her for many years. And I also bought her, she has a similar type book, not with all these. This is extra.
Yeah.
Hers is not this extra. Hers is more simple.
Yeah.
Paper pad that you can tear out. But she shows you how to use these sort of things. And I'll leave a link for a video. But yeah, I've been having fun doing my my
journaling.
California documentation. My vacation trip that I did the other day. I've been using Amy Tan's paper book like that and tearing it out and using it to make collages and decorate the pages and so on. I do plan to do a flip through video. I just need to,
Find the time.
No, I definitely want to do it. And I am going to Japan. And so I want to do what I'm taking as far as journal stuff.
You should. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people do it. And I'll just be adding to the pile,
Why not?
But
do it, yes.
I'll do my version of it, what I'm taking, and my reasoning behind why.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, to show you guys, because I know we always talk about showing our stuff, but part of the problem for me is I'm always trying to figure out, because my son and my husband, they don't want to be on social media, right? And so I'm trying to figure out, how do you show your journey, without.
You might have to put like a post-it over their face or something.
Yeah, and so
that's what I see people
and it's
do.
mostly my son, because when he was born, my husband was like, we are not putting any picture of him on social media. When he gets to the age of 18 or 9, whatever, and he wants to do it, that's him. But as long as he's in our care, we're not going to put his picture out there. And that's just something my husband's a tech guy, and so he's all about data and security.
Yes.
So for him, it's like, let's not. Anyway, so I just have to figure that out. And like Tracy said, I'll just put
I've seen people do that.
Post-it note.
I've seen people put a post-it note. They're showing you their journaling, and they'll put a post-it note over the
person's face or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen that. So
that's the only reason.
I've even seen people on Instagram, like Rachel Alma. She never shows her son's face.
Oh yeah,
she's always put like either block him out or just don't show his face.
Yeah,
show his
a lot
body.
of people don't.
Yeah, because they're trying to protect. They want some privacy, which I totally get.
Yeah,
so
because. Yeah. Anyway. But so that I'll try to do in the next week or so.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, she's gone, y'all. I created my list.
Tracy has an extensive list. Yeah,
I do, and my kids too. It's just like, oh my gosh, you guys, where did you learn this from? Wink, wink. Oh my God, there's so much stuff you can get there easily than you can get here, and it's probably more expensive here. But it's more so like those, like the Traveler's Notebook, the Love and Travel, the
Love
red
and
one.
Trip, yeah.
Love and Trip, the red one.
It's sold out here.
It's sold out so fast here, right? And I slept on it. I waited when at our journal store that's in Charlotte. When she came out with it, Stacy told me, she was out of town, and she told me it's coming out this Thursday or Friday, whatever, right? Me, knucklehead, was like, totally forgot about it till Friday evening. And then when I went to order it, it was sold out. I was like, dang. Already? But when I went there Saturday to pick it up, I asked her, she's like, yeah, we sold out within like an hour. I was like,
it's all gone. And so I think you could get it from the Travelers USA website. But, somebody I was watching, Confident Canvas. I'll put her link here. She went to Japan. She just got back from Japan, and she was saying that there was a lot of Love and Trip stuff. So I'm like, I'll just wait.
So I told
Tracy, just wait.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm thinking they probably only allocate a certain amount to each country. Whether it's 2,500, who knows? I'm just throwing that number out there, right? 3,000 they allocate to each country, and
But the stamp caravan is coming here because I don't know if you know, but Japan has this very stamping culture. Everywhere is a stamp. Like you can go anywhere, everywhere, and get a stamp.
So cool.
So if you're a stamp collector, and it's the stamp where you stamp, not like a mailing stamp, not that. It's the actual impression stamps. And train stations everywhere, like you go and you get stamps. So anyways, Travelers Company, they have, they're going to be sending some of their, actually they did send some of their stamps to the US. And it's right now at Yoshika, and I think it's about to go somewhere else. And then it's going to come here.
Yes, in June.
In June, that's when I get back from.
And that's where we're going.
And then we're going and get more stamps, like I need more stamps. But
I don't care. I want it.
I
want it. I'm always buying the notebooks, the inserts.
Yeah.
I'm always buying those because I need them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stamp them babies up.
Somebody asked me. They were like, "Why do you like Japan so much?"
Oh, they did? Why not?
And this is a
culture is so cool.
Japanese person asking me this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, well, for this person's perspective, they think it's so backwards. Oh. And for me, I'm like, wow, it's so backwards. I've been thinking about it for weeks, what the person meant by backwards, because it seems to me that everything I see is more progressive than here, right? So
yeah, the train.
Just the train alone, system.
Hello.
And then all the access just to all the cool things.
Yes,
like
the food, everything. Yeah.
The food. I'm like, okay. Granted, these are with tourist eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
Versus,
that's true.
Somebody who
lived there, born and raised there.
Yeah,
right?
So it was a different lens. But man, I find that very interesting.
Yeah.
That perspective.
Yeah.
But anyway, we can wax on, but we should get into
mix. I don't have any finished objects, only because, like I said, I was slacking reading. But, Stacy has some she's going to share.
So I have the best thing ever.
Share.
I shouldn't say ever, but
share with us.
I'm taking this with me to Japan. I swear. It's so nice. This is my Summer League Pullover by Alexandra Tavel. And I knit the size small. And now the idea of it is like a sweatshirt, and I'll show close-ups. A sweatshirty vibe, and it's a free pattern.
Is it?
I did not pay for it.
Oh, wow.
There's a paid version if you want it all nice and clean printout, but I just, followed it online on her website, and it worked out. So Tracy and I, when we went to New Jersey, we went to Grace and Pearl, and I was on the one thing I wanted to find was a yarn for that project. So the girl there helped me find, I think it's the owner's daughter or owner, I'm not sure. But anyway, she helped me find, helped me pick this yarn for this project, the Malabrigo yarn Verano. And I got 4 skeins of it. I ended up using about 3.5 skeins, so I still have 1.5 left. I saw somebody did one with longer sleeves, and I thought that was nice, but for this one, for this color, I didn't want it to be long sleeves. I figure it'll be more of a summer wear. Mm-hmm. Now, if I make it again, I wouldn't mind it being long sleeves, and it was more of like a nice, it wasn't too close. Okay. It was nice and a loose sleeve, which I love, which you've done. You do those.
Loose, yes,
like almost like not a puff, but Anyway, so this color here is hibiscus, number 902. And I used the US 7 needles. And actually, the pattern called for US 7, but I'm such a loose knitter that I used the US 6. Okay. Now, Malabrigo, this Malabrigo Verano comes in 200. I'm looking at my notes, so I cannot memorize all this stuff. It's been also a while since I knitted this. So it's a DK weight, and it's 205 yards per skein. Oh, wow. And it's 100% Pima cotton. Okay. Plied. And I love it. It's obviously cotton, easy to wear in the summer. this DK weight. It doesn't feel heavy. But it doesn't feel flimsy light either. It's just really nice. I'm beginning to think I probably like DK weight is probably my favorite weight.
I think so too, for me.
Because, and I'll show you, I have a fingering weight project with Knitting for Olive, and I feel like it just feels flimsy. I don't know. I don't know if it's, I don't know why that feel. I like my clothes to feel a little substantial, like a little heavy.
I like how it feels in my hand when I'm knitting it.
Yeah, it feels like butter, right?
Yeah, it feels more substantial in your hand.
Yeah.
Versus the fingering, it feels like very, I don't know, loosey-goosey like in your hand.
Yeah.
And you try and, my stitches are all wonky. Because then I have
until
to
you
pull
block
tight.
it, of course, but
Yeah, and I mean, fingering obviously is more for the summer, right? The lighter weight stuff.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll show you that in a bit. But anyway, I ended up using US 6 needles, and I knit the size small. And pre-blocked and blocked was about the same what I got, which was 19 stitches and 28 rows. And so this top, what you do is you cast on and then you knit this little fancy sweat. You know, the typical sweatshirts has this little X thing. So you knit all that, and then you do, you knit the sleeve, you sleeves and everything. Not the sleeves, but we call it a raglan.
Okay.
And then
I love raglan.
Come down, and then you join, and you work in around. Yes. And then you can leave the bottom as rolled, cropped. I didn't want that because it's cotton, and I did the ribbing because I wanted it to cinch in, to hold its form.
Right.
That way. I want to say. Yeah, on the side it has like a purl bump, so it looks like a seam. Okay. So that's nice. Okay. And then you come back and you do this folded collar.
Yeah, I like the folded collar look.
And I did a 3 needle bind off.
Okay.
For it, and I have a link to it in my notes. I left the sleeves as rolled hem. Because I thought that would be cool to do.
Yeah, who wants to do sleeves anyway?
And you just do like a did I do an I-cord bind off or just a regular? No, you just do a regular bind off.
Really?
Just a regular bind off, because then it rolls and then it just holds its shape a little bit, right? As opposed to So anyway, I love this thing. It fits perfectly.
I know she told me I'm already want to make another one.
Well, this is the first project I want to make another of. I'm taking a page from Stephanie's book. She, but it's nice because the thing is about making things twice or more than once is that you know your gauge.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No swatching.
No swatching.
I don't think I swatched for this though. I didn't swatch and it came up.
Oh my gosh.
No, actually I did. Oh, wait a minute. Let me think.
What's it say? Did I hit it out the park?
Yeah, I think I did swatch. And then I undid it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's how I was able to. Yeah, I did swatch. Anyway.
So nice.
For the sleeves, I did 56 stitches plus 2 to close the gap. Mm-hmm. And then I just decreased those stitches and then knit around and then I bind off. That's the only mods. And those mods are also in my notes.
Remind me again. I don't know if I missed it when I got up to close the door. What was the gauge again?
The gauge is 19 stitches and 28 rows.
Okay.
Well, 25. Okay. Wait a minute. That's my gauge. Her gauge is 18 stitches and 25 rows. So if you look at her picture, her top is more fitted than mine. Mine is a little looser, more of a sweatshirt type look. But I like the way it fit me. It worked out. Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter would like that.
That would be a her thing, right?
Yeah.
And the cropped, that's her. She has the body. I mean, I'm 50 something. I don't need to be wearing crop things, honestly.
Well, if you wear it with a dress, that'll be cute.
Yeah, with a dress.
Yeah.
Or something long underneath. But
yeah.
I love it. Highly recommend. If you don't, buying the pattern too is a nice way to support the designer, and then you have a nice printout and all that. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions on that. It was a quick knit. I started it on the 8th and I finished it on the 30th. So
yeah,
I just need to take pictures and post it on Instagram and the
that's
socials.
cute.
But that's
really
what I'm
cute.
wearing, and also my finished object.
It's really cute.
You don't have anything, so it's all me.
No, it's all you again. I've been kind of slacking. Shame, shame, shame.
Okay.
But I've been reading. So, what else you got?
Oh,
What else you got?
Hold on. Got my little pouch here, and I got a couple projects in here.
You fit up. You. I thought that was for journals.
What, this? No, I put
You're knitting it too. It could be for anything, really.
yeah. Well, now I'm thinking about this. Anyway, I'll tell you. So, let's see. Where should I begin?
Anywhere.
Let's see. Okay, this is the sweet. So I finished this long time ago, and I had to go back and look at the last video to see. I'm like, did I show this as an FO? And no, it was a whip. So anyway, I finished it, and I'm not going into too much detail about it. It's the Sweet Squish Socks by Jessie May Designs. On my socks, it's US 1 needles, and this is the Farmer's Daughter Fibers, one of her socks squad yarns, and this feels so nice, this sock. Cuff down construction, and it has cabling. It took me a while to knit it because it's a lot going on, right? First you start off, like, you see how that rolled? That's pretty cool. And then the ribbing, and then the cable pattern on both sides, right? And then this, what you see here in the front, and then the back is brioche. So that, yeah, it took me a while. But I love how it turned out. It's a pretty cool pair of socks.
It is cute. It's different too.
Yeah, it's unique. So yeah, I mean, I don't need socks. I have 1,001. So
hello.
If it's an interesting construction, I'll do it.
You'll do it.
Yeah, especially since this is my first brioche sock.
Yeah. So
you have brioche and cables. It's not for the faint of heart. I always knit my socks, the feet about for a total of 9.5 inches. So, and you just stop about 2 inches before, or 1.5 depending on the pattern, and you finish it up. But this was fun. Slow, very slow. So if you want
because of the cables,
and yeah, you have to look at the pattern. You do. You have to keep your eyes on the pattern. It's not like, yeah. But if you're looking for a challenge and a slow knit, there you go. This is it. Yeah, I will. Well, I have 2 more FOs. Let's put it that way.
Bring it on, bring it on.
So when I went to California, I went to Nordic Nest Yarn Shop in San Carlos. And it was so nice. She has all the Norwegian yarns there. And the owner was very nice, very friendly. And she had this sample. And my eyes were immediately drawn to it. Okay. Like, that's so nice. I'm like, what is that? And another lady was in there, and she was like, oh yeah, she and I were both all into it. And so she was like, this is the pronunciation, I don't know. Sabai or Sabai top by Susan Muller. So that one. And it's pretty cool in that it has 2 patterns in here. So the first one is the one I made with the, oh, you can't see it here, but I'll flash a picture where the neck has the ribbing. And then the second version, which I plan to cast on like as soon as I can, as soon as I can go home, get the yarn and put it on my needles. It's just knitting, just no ribbing.
Oh, we like that. No ribbon.
Yeah, no ribbing. So it's, I can't tell from this. Yeah. I think the arms also has no ribbon versus the first one, which has ribbing on the arms, which I'll post. I'll try it on.
Oh, it's so cute.
But that's the top. This is the first version.
Oh, wow.
And the ribbing up here.
That is really cute.
And then the ribbing here.
Oh my gosh.
On the sides.
Oh, that's cute.
See? And the ribbing along the armholes.
Is that the one you told me that you have to make a bunch of them?
I was like, I'm going to make like a bunch.
It is so cute.
It's so nice. And this yarn. Okay, so this is Sadness Garn line, right?
How many balls did you use?
3. So I bought 5 skeins because I needed the size small. And she said I needed 5 skeins. And this yarn is affordable.
Yes.
Matter of fact, she'll ship. Just know that if it's anything under a certain amount, I think it's under $130, it'll be like a $10 shipping fee, standard. But if it's over a certain amount, then it's free. But, I mean, this was not expensive. Like these 5 skeins were like $40.
Pretty good.
Pretty good price. So anyway, this is Sadness Garn line, and this yarn is worsted, 120 yards per skein.
Okay.
It's 53% cotton, 33% rayon viscose, and 14% linen flax. It is nice on your needles. I use US 6 needles for mine. Let me see. Does she call for US 6? Yeah. She calls for US 6. And the gauge is 20 stitches and 30 rows. And I think I had more rows. And so I should have altered the armpit a little bit. So because it's a little low for me, just a little bit. But so for the next one, I'll make sure and pay attention to that a little better.
It's so cute. Now you got me thinking, I got to make that.
It's a nice layering piece because I don't like my arms showing per se as a 50-something-year-old lady. So I would totally layer this under like a nice jean shirt or something. I would make another one.
Yeah.
This was so nice to make. But
okay. It's so nice and fast too.
Yeah. So you start from it's a top-down situation.
Oh, I love top-down. I hate bottom-up.
It's a cool construction, right?
Okay.
It's worked seamlessly, and then the neckline border is worked in the round in a 1x1 rib stitch, and then your increases are worked for slanted shoulders, and then for the armholes, front and back parts are worked separately back and forth, and then you join it. You work in the round until the bottom, and you do the ribbing. And it kind of has this rolled edge look, but what you do is you do the ribbing and then knit a couple rows, and then you have this effect. I just did a regular. Did I do a tubular bind off? No, I probably did. I'm getting confused with my other project. I did a regular bind off because, like I said, I wanted it to be held in properly.
So nice.
Very fun, very easy. Pattern to follow.
It feels nice. Like this
yarn
feels nice and soft. Like it's perfect you can wear this against your skin.
Yeah. I love this yarn.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. How you spell it?
Sandnes, garn.
No, the pattern.
Oh, this pattern?
Look at me.
Oh, sorry. Sabai. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. Silly me, I tried it on this morning because I just blocked it. Okay. And I was like, okay, it doesn't look bad, the length, but I could totally extend it. Now, if I'm going to extend it, remains to be seen. Because I do have this much. I had 1.5 skeins left. And I was like, I don't want any leftovers.
So you're going to make another one?
I made a Sophie scarf.
Why not?
It only took me, I started it Sunday, finished it Monday.
Dang!
A Sophie scarf.
You're fast.
The small one is this is the large. So this is the DK version, large. So I'm like, hey, look at that.
She's got a set.
So I have just half a skein left. So I'm thinking, okay, what if I was to use up the last just to extend it at least an inch, right? You think I could get an inch out of this?
Yeah, you want to 2-layer?
I don't know. I think
it looks like it's so perfect.
It doesn't look like it's too short.
Did you try it on since you blocked
But compared to the sweatshirt I did try it on this morning when I was trying
it. Yeah. What do you think?
I wish I had made it an inch longer. Okay. It's not bad. It's just too exact. If you know what I mean.
Okay.
An inch would just make it.
Okay, then do the inch then.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll see. I'm trying to see. I'm like, is this enough yarn? Because I was so adamant about not having any yarn remaining.
Oh, yeah. Can you wait and see if it'll be enough?
Yeah. I was so adamant about it that I was like, I'm making a scarf.
You're funny.
So anyway, I have and everybody know about the Sophie scarf. I mean, do I need to get into that?
No.
Yeah, no.
Everybody, and oh my gosh, it's sunny outside.
Everybody, and blue skies, how weird. Anyway, this is like what, my 4th or 5th Sophie scarf?
I lost count.
Anyway, these are nice. So just if it's
you cold, put it on your purse, you could take it with you. Yeah. You could wear it. It's like you have so many options.
It's a nice way to use up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, you could even gift them too.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I plan to cast on another. Tracy had picked up some yarn for me on her travels last year or whenever. It's Barocco. I'll put the name here. I have that. I think I'll see. I don't want to and I'm trying to remember if I have if I don't want to have too many skeins left over. Yeah. I just want to have enough.
Yeah.
So if I have 4 skeins, I'll totally make it. If I have 6 skeins, probably not.
Right.
If I have 5, I'll probably do the same thing.
Right.
Make a Sophie scarf to go with it.
You're funny.
I don't mind making Sophie scarves because, as opposed to shawls, because the scarves we can wear here easily.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. You guys have been for a long time I wasn't making shawls because I have so many, but now it's just I've been itching to make more, and I don't know why. I don't need them. I don't have to have them, but it's just so easy to make.
Very easy.
You don't have to. Well, at least I don't swatch my shawls, but I love them.
Yeah. But anyway, I highly. This is amazing.
It's really nice. I love it.
It's one of my favorites.
Now I'm looking at it
2 favorites. I'll probably be living in, honestly. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna make one.
And that's it for finished objects.
Finished objects.
Okay. So
okay, you ready to go into
you go? Yeah. I've been talking too much.
Oh, what's wrong with talking? Alrighty.
Getting thirsty.
I only have 2 today because, like I said, I've been slacking off. I've been working on a sweater, which is in timeout at the moment because I'm waiting for yarn to come in. I estimated the wrong amount of yarn needed, and my local yarn shop, they placed an order over a month ago, and they're waiting for Barocco to ship it. So I'm guessing they're probably dyeing it and we're all waiting for yarn to come in. That's the only thing I could think of. So anyway, that's been in timeout. But I've been working on a shawl and some socks. And the socks I've been working on is called Red Robin Socks by Helen Stewart. She's called Curious Handmade. .com. You guys heard of her, right? I make her socks.
She has a new.
This is the something society.
Yeah, she has a new one.
Yeah, I love how she writes her patterns.
Yeah,
it is so easy to follow.
Yeah.
I haven't made a decision yet if to buy this why is the name escaping me? Is it the Handmade Sock Society? I forget what it's called.
I think so. Yeah.
But anyway, I bouncing back and forth if to buy it or not. But anyway, I pulled one from her last one I was in, and again, it's called a Red Robin sock, and it's fairly easy. To me, it's kind of mindless a little, because of that pattern there. So I won some yarn from one of our local yarn shops in Charlotte, and she did not include the tags in here, so I can't tell you the name of the yarn. So
is it from Cascade Yarn?
I guess so.
Oh no.
Is it from this one? Yours?
Yeah, Earth Yarn.
That's who's it from, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we won some prizes. Yeah.
So it's like a self-striping, like.
It's pretty cool. I was looking at it. I was like, what are you working on over there?
Yeah, it is. I think it's cute.
Yeah, that's cute.
So at first I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll make this for my mom. So, cause I had cast it on and, I started this one particular sock that I got from the Crazy Sock Lady, but it wasn't making sense to me. And I frogged it, but I only frogged it up to the cuff. So then I was like, oh, maybe I'll work with this one. So I said, maybe I'll give it to my mom. But I'm like, oh, dang it. When I got like down to here, I realized, no, this is a size small.
Oh no.
She needs the 64 stitch cast on. She's not going to be able to fit this.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, my mom is skinnier than me. So it's like, you sure it won't fit her?
It might. Well,
if I make.
What size is it? 64?
This is a 56 stitch cast on.
I don't know because they have wide feet, you know. I don't know. Let me see.
I don't know. I just feel like.
Oh, it stretches.
It stretches, right? So.
I don't know though.
You don't know? Yeah. But I just thought it might work, right?
It's so nice though. You sure you want to keep it for yourself? How nice that is.
I thought it was very nice. Like I said, I like Helen Stewart's patterns.
How cool is those socks?
It is cool, right? I love it.
It might work for her.
It might.
It depends on the heel. How loose. If it's too tight, it could get over her.
Oh, that's true. You make a good point, Stace. But anyway, if not, I'll just make it for my size and call it a day. But I thought it was so cute, the different colors.
It's adorable.
Yeah. So I'm using a size 1 needle, and it has it's a top down, and I just add my own flair by adding the white here from my stash yarns, and the pattern calls for a 2x2 ribbon. I did a 1x1 ribbon, and it's the heel flap and gusset, which I am working right now, and it's a very fast knit. I only started this like 2-3 days ago, and if I had more time to, put towards knitting and not journaling or reading, I think I would be already on sock 2 because it's going by so fast. It's very easy. In my opinion, it's memorizable.
Yeah.
Her patterns are so well written. If you ask me, they're easy to read. And she tells you how, when you get to a certain point, what percentage you're done. So according to her, I'm at 45% done with the sock. So anyway, it's a fun knit. I'm only on one side. Hopefully I'll have the second side finished by the time we come back to you. So yeah, that's what I have for a work in progress.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to do the other one? Yeah.
Allergies one, and mine I already spoke about.
Oh, okay. Allergies is like so bad. I can't stand it. Okay, so last I showed you guys, I was working on Andre Maury's shawl. A shawl by Andre Maury. Sorry, I can't talk today. It's called True Lines. And I thought I would be done with it, but I'm not.
How nice.
You guys, I love this elongated look.
That I like me too. It's easy to wear.
It is easy to wear. I think this is my favorite shape.
Yeah.
So far.
Oh, you make me want to knit that.
Yes. So as you can see, it's fairly easy. This does not require,
That's nice.
any
That's
type
beautiful.
of, fairly easy.
Yeah.
Just think of like the Sophie shawl along those lines, kind of, sort of, along those lines.
Yeah.
It's like a 15 stitch repeat, which is very easy. Anybody can do this. This is very beginner friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So the yarns I'm using, which I had here a second ago, but I closed my laptop because I'm so prepared. The yarns I'm using is the grayish color is called by Murky Depths Deep Sock, and the color is Ashen. And then the cream color, which is right in here, that's Miss Babs. The color is Miss Babs Avon, which is a fingering weight yarn as well, and the color is Naked. And then the little pops of colors in there, the grays, the greens, the red or the orange. Yeah. That is Primrose yarn, Homestead Sport, and the color is 17 Crimes. So I guess 17 colors in there. I got tired of doing the grays, so I pulled out a lot of the grays so I can get to the other colors because I think the whole shawl would be gray if I didn't do that. I use a size 4 needles, and I've been using these Lickers, and they're fantastic. I wasn't a big fan of them, but since I've been working on this, it's like loving it. I'm hooked now.
I love that's all I use.
Yeah, you told me this, and I was like, no, I like my metals. No, I like my metals.
Yeah, because I'm a loose knitter.
Yeah.
So this kind of help my stitches stay controlled.
I see. I'm the opposite. I'm a tight knitter, and this helped me.
Oh,
so I feel like
interesting.
Yeah, it's weird, but it feels amazing in my hand to work with, right? So the gauge for this shawl, which I don't do gauge swatches for shawls, but in case you're interested, is 24 stitches and 36 rows. And the wingspan of this shawl is 104 inches. And the center depth, which is the biggest, I think is right here is the center depth, is 20 inches, and it's just one size. And you could adjust it to however long you want, depending on how much yarn you have, or you can make it shorter. Mm-hmm. I went a little bit longer to use up the main color. Because you need 2 skeins of the main color, then 1 each of the next 2 colors. And I kind of wanted to use up all of that 1 skein. So the shawl is knit sideways with a lot of texture and a splash of color. I'm on the decreased side now, so should be almost there. But yeah, it's a fun knit. It's very easy, very, I don't want to say mindless. Well, I guess you could. It's
just enough.
Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah.
To keep you engaged.
Keep you engaged, and it's fun. Now that it's getting warm, it's like, ugh, this is on me.
Yeah, yeah.
But other than that, it's fun, and it feels great. I think it feels so nice and cozy, like when winter comes back.
It feels nice. I can't. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely highly recommend True Lines by Andrea Mari, and that's what I have.
Yeah, she has a Memorial Day weekend
sale
hat. She does a hat cal every year, I guess.
Oh yes, that's right. I forgot about that.
I'm just not a hat person.
I like hats, but I don't know.
I don't wear all the time. It gotta be really cold for me to say.
I gotta be outside for.
Yeah, and outside a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, I do make hats. I make them for my girls and stuff like that, and I have a couple for myself. But I don't know. I feel like my gauge is all wonky.
Yeah.
So, which means I probably need to make more, get better at it.
The one I do like though is that muscle burr.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's a nice, versatile one.
Yeah. When I wore that, my daughter played flag football, a powder puff, and it was cold that night. Pulled out that bad boy. I was like, oh man, I feel
nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Forgot I had it.
Yeah. Now that's a good one.
Yeah.
I should use some yarn to make another.
Yes, I'm doing that too, but I've been sitting there.
Yeah.
What else?
Okay, well, I have so for my daughter, I mentioned this before, and I had put it on hold for the longest. The Daily Pullover by Paula Pereira for Pearl Soho, and the same exact color as what I knitted for myself, and same size, same length, same everything. I'm just sharing it here because you would have heard. So this is where I'm at, just to show where I'm at, not to give you any details. So yeah, it's you cast on top down construction. You do the ribbing and you do the it's escaping me, the bind off.
Tubular?
The tubular bind off, yes. Tubular bind off, and she has you do the sleeves next, but I just wanted to get that collar done, the ribbing around the V-neck. You can't probably see it because it's all black, but yeah, I wanted to get that done. Mm-hmm. And so that's done. So now I feel like, okay, I'm on the home stretch. I think if I had done the sleeves first, then try to do this, I'd been like, still. Sleeves is easy. Sleeves is nothing, So, yeah, I feel like there's no rush because honestly, it's be going into summer. So I'll finish this and give it to her around
her birthday.
Birthday. There you go. Yeah.
She's a fall baby.
She saw mine and really liked it. So this is okay. So
she's knit worthy.
So this is the Pearl Soho linen quill in the color Kettle Black.
That's nice.
And the pattern is pretty easy. They have a lot of sizes. You know, it goes all the way up to 65.5-inch bust size. So it's all like there's a lot of sizes. So it's a good one. Highly recommend it. You've probably seen people knit this thing 100 times because it's a popular one that was out there and everybody was making it when linen quill was like having its
heyday,
star moment. But you do a provisional cast on. So I think at one episode I was saying, can I provisional cast on with a cord? But I ended up just using waste yarn and to do that. And then you work back and forth, and then you create the V-neck, and then you do the back shaping. Now the pattern does call for back shaping on the bottom part here. I didn't do that. I didn't do it for the first, and I didn't do it for the second. I don't think it needs it. And other people who have knitted it said the same. So So just home stretch on the sleeves, trying to finish that, but taking it slow. But sleeves to me are fast. I don't ever feel like sleeve. Well, so far I have not felt like I've been on sleeve island in any of my projects.
I have. I felt like that.
But then again, one I did the other day. Which was it? I can't remember. There was one I was like, oh God, I'm ready for this thing to be over. Can't remember what that was.
You're funny.
Do you have any more?
No. I'm very simple today, y'all.
So the only thing I have left, and I'm just zooming through this because it's like, and even this one I will zoom through because it's the Moonset Tea. Oh, yeah. I started this and I'm using knitting for Olive. And like I said, it feels so light. It feels like you need to hold something with it.
Really?
Anyway, it's the pure silk. It's fingering weight. And that's what they use. Rosetta used for this pattern.
Right.
But it looks so good there. So maybe I just need to keep with it. I haven't gotten too far. Matter of fact, the pattern is a little... Anyway.
What?
Little... So far, because I was trying to knit this from a hotel room. So anyway, I did the first I didn't get far, honestly. So that's why I hesitate to kind of show it. But I guess the first part of it, you're supposed to knit this piece back, which is the back.
Okay.
And I guess at some point you join them. I mean, I don't know.
Yep.
I haven't read that far. I'm not one of those people who...
Read ahead?
I don't do that.
Me neither.
Yeah. So I'm using US 3 needles. The pattern calls for US... Yeah, it calls for US 3. So 26 stitches and 38 rows. I'm knitting the size small to fit a finished bust circumference of 38 inches. I would need about 926 yards of yarn, which is about 4 skeins of the Knitting for Olive pure silk. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, has German short rows, all this stuff. But it's an interesting construction. But
can't wait to see it.
I like it. I like this tea. I could see totally wearing it.
This stuff is really good though.
And then pure silk is so nice.
Yeah.
And this olive green is just beautiful. It's called olive is the color.
Yeah.
So I think I'll start focusing on this now that I've finished all these other things.
Yeah.
And then Katuska and I want to cast on that crumpet cardigan.
Oh, that's so cute.
By Park Williams.
Yes.
I have the yarn for it. I got from Hearts on Fiber. It's perfect for that project. Same exact color too.
Oh, wow.
So
it's so cute.
I'm going to cast that on. And what else am I? Oh, I'm going to cast on number 2. So those are all my cast-ons. I don't have any shawls or socks I'm going to cast on.
Yeah. Where I'm the opposite. I'm like, oh, I want to make more shawls. But yeah, I'm gonna cast on a couple summer tops.
I lied.
What?
TL Yarn Crafts.
Oh yes.
There is a shawl she has that I'm going to cast on.
Tunisian crochet?
It's Tunisian crochet, and I was waiting. The reason why I haven't started it is because and I'll put a picture of the yarn I'm going to use and the name of the pattern here. Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm going to cast on. I'll probably take that on my trip because that's going to be easy to
Tunisian. I
carry.
started one of her Tunisian crochets. I'm wondering if it's the same pattern, but I was loving it. But then the motion of my wrist started hurting. Really? So I put it on pause.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I was like, I'm not sure I like the colors together anymore. So it's like, I need to find a different yarn for it.
It's called Block Island Wrap.
Oh, no, that's not it.
Yeah, it's called Block by Tony Lipsy.
Yeah, her stuff is really cute.
She has a cardigan granny square that I want to make too. But I'll wait towards fall for that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have the yarn for this shawl? I mean, yeah.
Remember the one I got from Concord, the variegated, gradient yarn? It's a gradient yarn, so I think it would look cool on that island. Is it
from worsted?
No, it's fingering.
She has a fingering weight yarn.
It's light fingering.
Oh, wow.
900 yards, and that's just enough of the whole skein that I have.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So I cannot wait to make that.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, I struggle to figure out what I want to make next, only because it's like I don't feel like swatching, but swatching is so important, especially for somebody like me who I'm a tight knitter.
You can start knitting, and then when you get about an inch,
measure it.
I mean, not an inch. When you get to 4 inches or 5 inches, it's just that you just gotta resign yourself to know that, okay, if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna have to start over. I'm fine with that. You know who does that? Susan B. Anderson.
Does she?
She doesn't make swatches. She starts the project and then
because she knows where her stitches are probably going to land in terms of her gauge. She probably have an idea.
But after knitting so many too, I mean, for me, I know. You know what I do? If it's like, say like this, I know, but this yarn, it's DK cotton, these needles and the gauge I'm getting. If I see a similar pattern, like another pattern by another designer that calls for the same, I just go back in all my projects and be like, okay, did I ever use those combinations?
Right.
Did it work out? Like, where did I land?
Right. So you have an idea. So she probably has the same idea because she's been knitting for a long time. Where somebody like me, I'm a tight knitter and I always know I have to go up in needle size. But lately, I've been having to go up 2 or 3 needle sizes, and it's just like, what the? So I don't know if it's because it's the metal needles that's throwing me off versus the liquor, because I swatched for a top for my daughter, and I came in, I need to go down a needle size, which I've never, ever had to do, ever. Mm-hmm. So I'm like wondering.
No, I guess, it depends on so many factors.
So it's like, I want to test this theory and for another summer top. So I was just trying to figure out what top I want to make that my girls will actually want to wear. I don't want to make it and they don't wear it because that will infuriate me. So that's where I am. And it's just like bantering back and forth. Do I want to? Would this yarn work with it? Because that's the other problem too. It's like if I don't use the recommended yarn, is it going to come out too big?
Yeah.
You know, is it going to fall right? And I know you say you're supposed to look at the sample and see if you like how the fabric looks. And it's like, if it's too holy, no, I don't want it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then if I go down a needle size, it'll be too big. So then you got to do the math. And it's like, you're sitting there like, dang it. It's just too much. And I get turned off. So anyway, that's where I am. And it's kind of taken me a long time to decide what I want to knit. Mm-hmm. So, but I have to get back on the bandwagon because I do miss the humming of my needles.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
So that's all I have, though.
That's all I have. We probably won't come back again till sometime in June.
Yes.
Because I don't think I'll have a FO between now and next week. So yeah.
No, I don't think so either.
Well, yeah, because we're almost at the end of the month. Yeah. So and then we have a lot of activities, right? Like school is closing for us.
Yeah, summer's coming. The summer break is coming.
Yeah.
We have travels. And we have summer activities, camps, and yada yada. So,
yeah.
Got a lot going on.
So yeah, probably come to you in like around this time, June, and ending.
Yes.
So should have something to show, even if it's one thing. Well, if you don't mind hearing us blabber, because obviously we have a lot to blabber about outside of knitting and crocheting and all that good stuff. And if we speak too fast, which when we get excited we do, I think you can slow it down. I think you can slow.
She's funny. You just slow it down on your settings.
Slow it down on your settings. That's what Stephanie says. If I speak too fast, I'm like, you do not speak fast. Oh my gosh. We speak fast.
Actually, I think I've slowed down as the older I get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've slowed down a lot. So when I listen to my girls talk and it's like, whoa, slow down. I can't, what?
I know, because your brain is going like 100 miles per hour.
Youth.
Versus your mouth.
Yeah, youth. Whereas you get older, you're like, more chill. I got time.
Any recipes to share?
No, I have just been, people don't like, in my household, some people, I'm not naming any names, but you know, the youngest, you know who you are. Very picky eater, so it's kind of hard to cook things where, and I refuse to make 3 and 4 meals. Yeah. So it's just been basically doing the same rotation of meals. Yeah. I haven't been experimenting like I would like to, but yeah. How about you?
Yeah. No. Yeah. The only thing I think about is matcha these days. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got Tracy into matcha.
You guys, I went on that rabbit hole of matcha when we went to Jersey, and
oh yeah,
it's like I always like matcha, but I was never in love with it because caffeine wise. But anyway, I got matcha and it's just like, oh my gosh, I love matcha. And then because of the caffeine, I struggle with it. So she introduced me to hojicha.
Hojicha.
Oh my gosh, you guys. It's basically matcha, but the caffeine level is way down. Yeah. Delish. Yum. My fave. Yeah. And I wish I can find it out here, but we can't. Whereas, you know.
Oh, you mean at like cafes here?
Yeah. Yeah. Can't find it. So when you go to Japan, it's just like, let me pack some.
Yeah. Yeah. You can get them online though. You can get them at matcha.com, Amazon.
Isn't there a matcha shortage though?
So right now it's harvest season, so
it's going slow.
No, it's coming back. Oh. So yeah, there was a matcha shortage, and so because when I went to California a couple weeks ago, yeah, it was hard to find. I mean, you can buy matcha to drink at the cafes, but to bring home the powders, they didn't have any because shortage. So I think now it's in harvest time, so they were getting some rain. So when it rains, they can't harvest. Mm-hmm. So, but I did see online that people are saying they're harvesting them. So I guess the rain might have let up a few days and they're able to harvest. Okay. But I've been watching all the YouTube videos on people in Japan and Uji in Japan, Uji Japan, and all the matcha they're drinking, all the matcha things, matcha ramen, matcha takoyaki.
I'm gonna grow some matcha leaves in my backyard.
Matcha udon.
Oh my gosh.
Matcha parfait.
My youngest loves matcha. That's her thing. And she knows when something is good versus when it's bad.
Yeah, you know when matcha. Because if it doesn't taste good, that means
it's not good.
And especially the color too.
Yes. Or if it's gritty and you tasting the grit, it's like,
yeah, they didn't sift it. Yeah.
No, she's like, no, this is not good matcha.
But in California, you might as well be in Japan.
Because there's so many over there, right?
I felt like honestly, if you can't get to Japan, I was telling Tracy, just go to California. Right. Because they had all, like the shops. I mean, not to the extent of what they have in Japan, but they did have like Daiso, which is like the dollar store, right? They had that, and Kinokuniya bookstore. They even had, we went to Little Japan, my son and I, and we had ramen and, just, anyway, even right there in Palo Alto, they have like a udon ramen places.
Oh my gosh.
The udon, it had just opened up there in that location, and I swear I was in Japan.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh my God.
I gotta take my youngest there. She would be in heaven.
So good.
Matcha queen. Oh my gosh.
And the matcha was in one of those fountain things. The girl at the restaurant, she was like, do you want that? I'm like, she let me try it. I'm like, not bad. I'm like, I can't believe it. You got this to be so good in this tank.
Not bad.
Like, so anyway, I'm like, oh man, these people. And then there was a matcha shop, which is actually my favorite. I'll put the link here if ever you're in the area. Their matcha was superb.
So would you say that's one of the best in this country?
It's the best I've had.
Overall or in this
Just
country?
in the area. Okay, so when I was in California, I had matcha from a place that's also here, South Charlotte.
Oh.
That place, okay. You know how my thought about it. Because I sip things, I don't slurp it. So if when I'm sipping it and after a couple hours it's still good, that's my gauge that this is really good, right?
Oh, okay.
Forget the matcha. It's if this thing is good, a good drink, right? And so the one I got in Japantown at the place it's called, I forget the name of it. I'll post it here. It's pretty popular, but it wasn't, I mean, it tasted good at the time, but it didn't, the one in Palo Alto tasted so much better. And then I took it all the way out on a 30-minute drive and back. So a couple hours later, right? And
it was good.
It was good.
Oh my god.
It was great. Yeah, and they even had a black sesame latte.
Oh, I like that black sesame latte. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have recipes, so maybe I can link to one.
So I saw a recipe online that I adapted, and it's basically a date almond milk. You're supposed to do it as a shake, but I do it as a hot drink. Oh my gosh. All it is just almond milk, dates, and a handful of almonds, and then you put spices like...
Send me that recipe.
I will. It's cinnamon and nutmeg.
That sounds so delicious. Sounds like dessert.
And oh my gosh, you blend it up. You heat the milk up.
Yeah.
And then you put hot water.
Yeah.
Half a cup of hot water. 1 cup of heat up the milk. Put it in the blender. Blend it up. And it foams up. And then you put a dusting of cardamom. I've been loving this drink.
Send it to me. This is how Tracy be holding out.
I just thought about it. I'm like, speaking of drinks, I adapted it for mine. I'll send it to you, but it's so easy. If you guys are interested in it, let me know. I'll send you the recipe. But it's just like me, I can't do the coffee, and it's very grounding, especially with the spices. Even for the summertime, it's like you're thinking, oh, warm and spices in the summertime. No, but it's good. It's so rich too, and it's sweetened with dates. I mean, hello, magnesium. It's like so good.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's like
it sounds so warming and just cozy.
It's like the perfect treat at the end of the day, or I drink it in the morning.
Yeah.
Because I don't do coffee. I love me some matcha, but that's like the next best thing. And talking about sesame latte made me think of that.
Oh, sesame.
I love a sesame latte too, let me tell you. So it's so good. But yeah, I'll send you that one. It's so good. It's so easy and it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining our conversation. Tracy and I, this is how we talk to each other when we're off camera.
All the time.
So you're
calling each other, texting each other.
Yeah. So you're just part of it today. So, well, we wish you guys a happy Memorial Day and the school year if it's for you guys, for those who are...
And a nice kick off the summer.
Nice kick off the summer.
And we'll be back.
Let us know what summer projects you're working on. Could be anything. Even... anything crafty.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Well, in your garden, I mean, what are you planting?
Yes, seriously. I'm so behind, y'all. I need to plant some, my gardening this year is going to be simple. It's just going to be basil and chard.
That's it. Mine is just peppers. I went to the market and got a bunch of peppers.
Which I want to do this weekend. Yes. I want to do the same. I want to go get some. Normally I plant stuff from seeds, but I'm just like, I don't have time. So I'm just going to get the starters and call it a day.
Yeah.
Because I need to practice gardening. I need to practice growing this stuff. So.
I know some people,
they're so good at it.
Like this artist I watch, watercolor. I know we're supposed to be closing, but this watercolor artist, I'll put her information below as well. She lives in England. She's an American, lives in England. And when she walks around her property, I'm like, oh my, why can't this be my life?
I know. Is that the one with the fairy garden? Not her.
I don't know if she has a fairy garden. I don't know. But
the
she
one
has
with
like
the
a
chocolate mint. I've never heard of chocolate mint.
Oh no, not that one. But guys, I've been on the hunt for chocolate mint plant.
Yeah,
they
it's
have
an herb.
It's an actual type of mint.
It smells like chocolate mint.
They have it at Lowe's online, but I don't want to buy it online. I want
to go to the store and pick it up.
Just want to go to the store and pick it up.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, this one, her garden is like an English garden, and she's growing like all these things. I'm like, oh my god, so nice.
See, it looks so romantic, and you just want to do that, right? But then when I get out there, it's like the bugs come.
Oh god, because I'm like, how does her stuff not get eaten out? Because in my garden, it's so many critters. Like
exactly. So it's like, is it that she lives harmoniously with them? She plants some for them and then the rest for her that they don't touch?
Or maybe England doesn't have those
critters. And that's part of the apprehension I have.
Versus California, right? Because I think like in California, like they can totally do the whole indoor-outdoor living thing. Yeah. Versus us, not happening.
Bugs.
Too many things flying about.
Too many bugs.
Too many mosquitoes.
I can't. Let me tell you, I'm all for animals living their best life. But I draw the line at bugs. I can't take it.
Chris Loves Julia did a piece on, people ask her how because she's always showing how they live in North Carolina, Raleigh area. And she's always showing like her outdoor, and it's really nice. And, you know, they're in the pool, they're this, they're that, they're eating out there. So people are like, yo, how do you do all that outside? Don't you guys get affected by bugs? And I'm like, I thought it was just me who was thinking that.
I know, right?
Because I can barely step outside without.
Yeah.
And she's, you know, she goes into the treatments, like they're trying to do natural, but she said it's coming to the point where she thinks she's going to need the stuff.
Yeah.
What you don't want to do.
You don't want to, because they're very invasive, these bugs. And we have treatments done, right? Yeah. But once they treat it, it's like I refuse to sit outside. They claim it's natural, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But part of me do believe it is natural, because I still get bitten if I sit outside, like, you know, during the best time of the day, which is when the sun.
So you probably have the natural stuff, but then the stronger stuff, which is bad.
No, I don't want the stronger stuff.
So she's saying they may have to, because if they're always spending time outside, I mean, I'm thinking having no grass help with this situation?
Might.
Because I think, I don't know.
Maybe feel like it's the plants on the grass.
I feel like I could do with a yard with no grass.
Maybe.
The next place, no grass.
Because it's like they hide. So like right now in the middle of the day, they're hibernating, right? Same with the frogs too. Let me tell y'all.
Oh my god.
They drive me bananas. The frogs are like hiding, they're sleeping right now, hibernating, and then as soon as the sun starts to set, like around 6 o'clock, here comes the bugs, here comes the frogs.
You see, so when I think about getting a pool, I'm like, oh no, what if?
Yes, that's what you got to deal with.
Oh my god, no.
The bugs and the frogs. And even if you're in the pool, the frogs, they still come out. But the bugs, they still try to...
Well, unless you do like what Floridians do. What? Do the whole net over the pool.
I thought about that, because they do that because of the alligators, right?
Oh, right.
That's why they have it encased, because of the alligators. Because the alligator wants to probably get in the water.
Oh.
So it's like... I might... I should consider it. Because I cannot stand the bugs. And that's part of the reason why it's like the best time to go outside for me is when that sun starts to set.
Yeah.
But so are those bugs too.
Because the middle of the day is too hot.
Yeah. So everything that's
only
good,
morning and
late morning too?
Morning should be fine, right? It's just not middle of the day and then night when it's dark.
Those bugs, they like to eat what we like to eat, and they like to do what we like to do.
They're just trying to live their lives.
They are. It's like, you know, they're like, oh, food. We're going there. I mean, there's trees all over. Go there. No, we're not going to go there.
I know.
We're going to come near you.
I know.
And the mosquitoes, they like to hang out near the door. So as soon as you open it.
That's like the birds. I know, guys, we're just chattering. But the birds, they come and they poop on our porch.
Yes.
And I'm like,
what is that? Or build a nest?
It's like, so I told my husband, I'm like, there's the whole rest of the world for them to, like, look at all the trees over there. Why can't they go over there?
I don't get it either.
Why you gotta be on my... He's like, because they were here first and you came and you put a house here. I'm like,
no,
Still, I'm like...
Okay, so there's trees right there though. Why can't they? There's
I know.
No tree right
I know, logically,
here.
but you know.
Because I've noticed like in the last couple houses, there's trees. And you would think that these birds will go put a nest in the trees, right?
No, they put it on your house.
They put it on your house because they're smart. They know no other animal is going to come up there. That's what it is.
Oh, right, yeah.
It has nothing to do with they've been here. No, because those birds are probably just born a year or two ago.
Yeah.
But did you know that cats kill a lot of birds?
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you want a cat?
Maybe we'll stop them. Yeah, they say cats go after the snakes and the birds. I'm like,
You have an outdoor cat.
Something. I'm like, something. Maybe it will help.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Anyway, guys. Anyway, closing number 2. Hope you guys have a good one. And thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon.
Thanks for subscribing.
Yeah.
And until next time.
Bye.
Bye.